million.
Caitlin Clark. It's safe to assume that the Indiana Fever and the whole WNBA are in complete shock when Caitlin Clark revealed some ridiculous contract facts. Honestly, it's about time someone called out the league for its budget gymnastics.
Officials, corporate, private equity, everybody like, how do I get into the WNBA? How do I invest? And can I have an expansion team? Like, can I invest in the current team?
When agreeing to her second four-year contract because the league supposedly couldn't afford to pay up after the 2024 rookie season placed the WNBA on the map like never before, the whispers said that salaries had been cut by 20%.
It's player salaries. People wonder, why are NBA player salaries 100 times higher than WNBA salaries? Because the TV money was 100 times higher in the NBA than it was in the WNBA.
Caitlin, knowing her value and unwilling to accept anything less, Caitlin did what any respectable superstar would have done. She requested a contract amendment that would match her impact with increased compensation and benefits.
Of you and what you've done on the court. But what you've done on the court has far exceeded what you've done in our community and around this country and getting little girls excited about playing basketball. But no place has it been better and felt more than at the University of Iowa Children's Hospital. So here today, I just want to let you know, you are the AP National Player of the Year.
As the league couldn't afford to lose her, they folded. But what exactly is in this game-changing deal? And how are the other players, especially angelic figures like Angel Reese, handling it? Let's get into the juicy details. And yes, it was risky, because once one player gets a better deal, the others will follow.
I'm done with my first professional season and so much has happened, and
So let's talk numbers without any extraneous drama or filler. The value of Caitlin Clark's four-year WNBA contract is astounding. Reducing $338,500, she is earning $78.20 for 2025 alone, which is $6,535. This is a power maneuver, not merely a clever clause. It's rare often you see this, but the feed has locked down its franchise superstar, guaranteeing stability, but leaving their choices open in case things change for Caitlin in the future. This means she's more than just another player. She's the cornerstone of their future amount of dedication for a rookie. But the Fever are well aware that they have a generational talent that is valuable, not to mention the drama that went on behind the scenes while Caitlin New Deal was making headlines. Although it's possible that the WNBA has been cutting compensation and alleging financial difficulties, Caitlin wasn't buying it because she knows she's not just any rookie.
So I was like, oh, what's she gonna get paid? Because finally, you know, you can get a real paycheck. And then I saw it, and I was like, this can't be right, because this is what it is. In the first year, Caitlin Clark will earn $76,535.
Since her arrival, the WNBA's popularity has skyrocketed. Her games pack arenas, her highlights dominate social media, and her jersey sales are off the charts. So, when the league tried to pull the "we're broke" card, Caitlin called their bluff and demanded what she deserved. And guess what? They caved. This wasn't just about money. It was a stand for what's fair. Caitlin wasn't going to let the league undervalue her or treat her like she didn't matter. Her boldness forced the WNBA to sit up and listen, and while other players might not have had the same leverage, Caitlin's move set a precedent. Since being drafted first overall by the Indiana Fever on April 15, 2024, she hasn't just made waves, the numbers speak for themselves. Since her signing was announced on April 27, Fever merchandise sales have increased by an absurd 57%. Her jersey has been the league's top seller for 2 consecutive months, outselling legends like A.A. Wilson and Jack Young. Caitlin is not only shattering records, she is ushering in a new era for the WNBA.
Clark effect. We now have people wanting to watch golf because of her. We saw the kind of offer that Ice Cube made to Caitlin to play in the Big Three. That is $5 million to play 3 months.
Let's now discuss viewership. Games that feature the Fever's May 2024 opening game attracted 1.3 million viewers on ESPN, the most ever for a regular season game. This is not only good for Caitlin, it's also game-changing for the entire league, as sponsors like Nike and Gatorade are throwing money at the WNBA, doubling their investments because of her. She's not just a player, she's a walking billboard for what women's basketball can become, and her influence doesn't stop there. In some respects, Caitlyn's presence has improved her teammates. Nobody anticipated it. Players like Kelsey Mitchell and Nalissa Smith have seen an explosion in their social media followings, endorsement deals, and chances that they could never have imagined only a year ago. In addition to taking center stage, Caitlyn is drawing attention to herself by demonstrating what happens when a real leader steps up to the plate.
3.4 million people watched the WNBA All-Star Game. That was a reported 300% increase, and that's via Women's Hoops Network from 2023. So the game is definitely picking up attention, and we know Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are a big part of that, but also the current stars who have been.
Now, let's not overlook the social media craze she sparked in June 2024 when Caitlyn scored 30 points against the Las Vegas Aces. The hashtag #CaitlynEffect trended for almost a day after she posted a single 10-word tweet about how she converted someone into a WNBA fan, garnering over 250,000 likes in a single day. Her viral TikToks gained over 50 million views of her ridiculous three-pointers and no-look passes. In addition to dominating the court, Caitlyn Clark is also attracting millions of casual fans online and signing that historic contract. $338 for 4,500 lodgings across the year. She travels in comfort rather than crammed economy seats, so she can give her best effort. This isn't about luxury, it's about results. The Fever also surrounds her with elite trainers, dietitians, and mental performance coaches who are solely concerned with her growth. In the WNBA, where resources are typically shared, this is unprecedented, but for Caitlyn, the fans went all out because they realize she's not just any rookie, she's the
All-Star rosters on Tuesday. Both Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese made the 12-woman roster that will be taking on Team USA in Phoenix later this month. So the impact of both rookies cannot be overstated.
Future and comprehensive assistance has been a game-ek. Most rookies are left to fend for themselves, but Caitlyn has access to recovery specialists, mindfulness coaching, and all the resources she could possibly need to stay at the top of her game. Her contract establishes a new benchmark for how teams should invest in their players, demonstrating that success is about the person behind the numbers rather than just the numbers. The difference between her deal and the typical rookie contract is startling. Most rookies make $74 to $35 annually with minimal benefits. The worst part about Caitlyn's contract is that it's revolutionary, reflecting her importance not only as a player but also as the league's spokesperson and possibly even the sport itself. Other players, their agents, and even rivals are taking notice of Caitlyn's deal and lobbying for comparable provisions in their own contracts. This isn't simply a victory for Caitlyn. It's a change in the way women's basketball is run and appreciated. Her contract serves as a roadmap for what is feasible rather than a one-time event.
She'll be the biggest female star ever because she can pull up from the parking lot.
She is a killer. She is stone cold.
Caitlyn, man, she's a phenomenon. She's the best female collegiate player ever.
Caitlyn Clark is capable of magical things.
Begin with ticket sales. Since Caitlyn signed her contract on April 27th, 2024 Fever games have become the most popular ticket in town. Attendance at home games has increased by an astounding 41% in comparison to the previous season, with 5 straight sellouts in May alone marking a franchise first. This isn't just a spike in the numbers. Every player on the team benefits from the home court advantage, louder fans, and increased energy that arenas provide. So, while some players may sneer at their expensive contract, they also enjoy the benefits of performing in front of packed houses, and their sponsors are still throwing money at the Players' Fever as if they were the sole Nike team in the league. If anyone is upset about Caitlyn's benefits, they might want to check out the upgraded locker rooms and thank her later. Coca-Cola, Gatorade, and Nike have all increased their investment with Nike, even including Caitlyn's name directly in their renewed partnership clause in June 2024. These sponsorship dollars go towards better facilities, improved training programs, and resources that the entire team can use.
From 1979, when those two rookies came in from a big college rivalry, one white, one black. And so we have that moment with these two. But the one thing I know about sports, you need rivalry. That's what makes people watch. They want to watch games of consequence between rivals. They don't want everybody being nice to one another.
And players like Angel Reese were envious of her simply because Caitlyn's jersey sales broke all previous records in 2 weeks, making it the league's top seller. Fever-branded merchandise is selling out at a rate that is 63% higher than in 2023. This isn't just about Caitlyn's personal brand. It's about the Fever becoming a marketable powerhouse that benefits every player. When the club is profitable, even if Caitlyn is the one attracting fans, and let's not overlook the wider context, the WNBA has fought for years to be relevant in a sports environment that is dominated by men. What propels any league star power to grow the NBA became a worldwide powerhouse thanks to LeBron James. Tennis reached new heights thanks to Serena Williams. For the WNBA, Caitlin Clark's marketability not only benefits her, but also the league as a whole, since players like her make headlines, sell out games, and sign historic contracts. The WNBA runs the risk of becoming mired in a rut. This is the truth. Magic Johnson rejuvenated the NBA, while Larry Bird was a star at every pivotal point in sports history. Serena redefined what it means to dominate tennis, and Caitlin Clark is doing that for the WNBA. Critics can complain all they want about team equality, but the truth is that her contract is pushing her team, her league, and the sport to unprecedented heights. Caitlin is more than just a player. She is the model for the WNBA's future, and for that, the critics should be grateful.